Michael Cudlitz, thank you for showing up and talking to me. I know the group and myself, I actually was thinking of the year, and I think it was 2016, believe it or not. I know, and I know you're thinking about it too, when we actually sort of met, and it might have even been on the phone first, of course, and then actually in person because we wanted to do a stand-up introduction for the film.
This is what the family is with the Band of Brothers guys, with the 101st, the 506 guys. They're just wonderful people, you know, who are trying to document what happened to their family members in a way that will be, you know, forever. Because a lot of these men, when these incidents had happened, and right afterwards, did not talk about them, did not share them. Right. It was one of those things where, you know, the world went to fight evil, and the world won. And then everyone said, great, let's get back to it, forget everything. We're going to give you, you know, money to reschool. We're going to give you easy ways to get houses, get on with your lives, go out there and, you know, make a family and forget about all that war stuff. And that was the mindset, and then a lot of them did that. And which I think, in retrospect and historically speaking, is probably not the best thing to do with a bunch of soldiers. Is tell them to bury it and forget it, and, you know, it never happened. Good for you. We won. Killed evil. Great. Move on. Because a lot of men had issues processing that. They certainly didn't talk about it with their families. That was not a thing. That is not a generation that was in therapy at the time. And because these stories are finally being told through films like ours and through miniseries like Band of Brothers, that generation has sort of started to open up, or had started to open up, you know, from 20 years ago through today. And it's been kind of amazing to really get those stories and really document what historically happened, as opposed to hearing everything from the side of either the governments or the general and the people in charge who chose to write books about those things. The men and women who actually lived it, primarily men, those stories were buried. And now we see with these resurgences, like I said, with these reunion groups and people doing documentaries and people like yourself, making sure these stories are put down forever, we're getting to learn what happened when people make broad statements like, Patton's Third Army swept through the Ardennes. Well, there are a lot of pieces missing to that statement that actually make up that statement. What happened day to day? What happened with their friends? What happened to their buddies that they went to high school with, that they joined the service with to save the world? And these are the stories that we're telling, the individual stories, and I couldn't be more proud to be part of it.